It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. And coming up in just a bit, tip-off will be live from Salt Lake City as the Jazz go up against the Portland Trail Blazers. Looking at Portland, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Timberwolves at Target Center. They've started the season with 2 wins and 2 losses. Not stupendous, but there have been some positive moments in those 2 wins that they might be looking to duplicate here tonight. And guys, last season, we saw the emergence of Gobert and Favors for the Jazz. Both were just phenomenal down the stretch, and Utah really played well after the All-Star break. Can they be the best defensive big man tandem in the league, Jet?
I'll tell you, this is like deja vu. It feels like I've been saying this all day, but this combination of size and length is hard to score against. I mean, they're a difficult team, but they did it at the end of the season when teams take the foot off the gas. They have to do it now when the lights are bright.
You know, both were top 15 in the league in blocks per game last year. Now I want to see one of them become a prolific MF scorer.
What's MF?
MF stands for most frequently.
Of
I think
course.
he's got to dominate both ends of the court.
Thank you for the clarification on the MF. That's awesome. And you know what, Gobert, highlight reel guy. He'll come up with some jaw-dropping stuff.
Yeah, I mean, these guys are young, athletic, and hard to guard.
Ernie, rawr.
What's that mean?
That's my Gobert sound. Get it? Rawr.
Gobert. I caught it.
Yeah, I wish I didn't. Here's Kevin Harlan.
It's the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. For the Utah Jazz, they come in off a good outing against the Pacers in Indiana. And they put it all together in that game. It added up to a phenomenal win.
And believe it or not, it wasn't the star that led the charge for them in that win. It was about the role players. I mean, the guys who they don't usually count on for the lion's share of their points came through.
Guys, simply a complete team performance, and road wins where everybody contributes really can galvanize a team and bring it together.
And so off the tip, it's Utah. Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting 5 on the floor. On the floor for Portland, Lillard at the point with C.J. Mccullum playing the 2. Davis is out there with Anthony, and it's Kaman in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Conley into the lane. Now the feed to Gobert. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field. So it's Portland now, coming off that loss against the Timberwolves.
Yeah, foul trouble early on, I thought, set the tone in that game, and it just made it difficult for them to get over the hump.
Yeah, it really got them out of sync, and that hurt them big time. Forced them to go much deeper into their bench than they would have liked to. You know, as I watched Derek Favors last season, he continued to develop his offense. He was a big, unpolished athlete coming into the league, had some conditioning problems, but now it seems like he's on track to be a force as a power forward.
Mitchell. And there's the call on Rudy Gobert. That is his first foul of the game. About a minute played so far here in the first. Conley against Lillard. From deep three-point range. Shot is no good. Good work defensively by Conley. Talking about Derek Favors, his points per game average went up last season, as it is done in each of his 6 seasons in the league. He's an ascending player.
He is, definitely refined his moves down on the blocks, and he's also become much improved at passing out of the double team, averaging a career high in assists last season as well. The arrow is certainly pointing up for Mr. Favors. And guys, C.J. Mccollum is a scoring-minded combo guard out of Lehigh. Was taken with the 10th pick back in 2013 and still looking to make a big impact in the NBA.
First free throw is good. While Mccullum has struggled with injury, he's broken a bone in each of the last 3 seasons dating back to college at Lehigh.
Yeah, and if he can stay healthy, I think he's got a bright future. He had a broken finger last season, and he broke his foot twice in the seasons prior, Kevin, just to embellish the injury situation. But he's got some ability.
And we all know Utah is a very young team. Last year, only the 76ers were younger. Still very competitive given the age and the lack of experience from this group.
And the foul on Chris Kaman. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
So it's Utah now. Kicks it to Gobert. Out left to the wing. No one near Conley as he lets it go. Can't make good off the pick. Clark, an interesting fact about the Jazz and their age last year. At one point, they didn't even have the oldest starting 5 in the state of Utah. Now think of this. The starting 5 of BYU, Greg and I were just talking about this, had an older average than Utah did.
Yeah, amazing. You look at the ages of Exum and Gobert and Favors. Makes sense that that would be the case.
The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Bangs home the trifecta.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Now here's Lillard. 12 points his last outing. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. He's covered by Favors. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
Yeah, scoreless here early after their first 4 shots. They, right now, are searching for a bucket.
Mitchell's shot is good.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
Jazz leading by 3. Outside Conley, pass to Gay. Favors sets the pick for Gay. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. That one is on Kaman. And no question, G.A., Rudy Gay is one of those guys who has always put up great numbers, but in 9 seasons he's been in the league, only 1 playoff. Only 1. Count him, 1. Back in 2012.
Yeah, but what if he were still in Memphis, though, Kevin? I mean, that's one of it. Sometimes it's not always your fault that you're not getting there.
True.
You got to play on a good enough team, and he hasn't up to this point. So, yeah, he's had his moments of inconsistency and will disappear at time. So there's some shared blame there as to why he hasn't been more consistent when it comes to the postseason.
And, you know, back to Rudy Gay, he's a tremendous all-around talent. Physically, instinctively, skill-wise, he's got it all. Except that consistent winning touch, that remains to be completed.
Nurkic checked in for Chris Kaman. He hits the second from the line.
And thinking more about Rudy Gay, one key number I look at from last season, his assists. By far the most in his career, and that didn't translate into a ton of wins, but it very well could have been the next step toward getting those wins.
Now here's McCollum. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Timberwolves in Minneapolis.
Yeah, not to mention the 4 big steals on the night, getting after it on both ends.
Utah leading by 4. Outside Conley. Kicks it out to Gay. Conley against Lillard. Off the screen. They shoot again. And Gobert with the lay-in. Gobert's got his first bucket of the night.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
Now here is Davis. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Anthony against Gay. Shot to stop the run. Shot's good by Anthony.
Nothing new there to see Anthony knock down one of those beauties.
Conley against Lillard. Gay outside. Back to Conley. For the three. No good. Nice D from Lillard.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Stolen by Mitchell. And now here comes Gay leading the break. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
They better not. I mean, they've got to pad their lead anytime an opportunity presents itself, and that was a golden.
Now here's McCullum. Lillard dishes to McCollum. There's a screen. 5 to shoot. Passes to Nurkic. The turnaround jumper. And the shot's good after hitting off the rim. Nurkic has got his first bucket in this one. Utah leading by 4. Conley kicks to Gay. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession.
And looking now at some numbers for Rudy Gay. A very nice season for him last year. Last season put up about 21 points a game, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists. With him, you get so much, but his ability to lead the way with his scoring, probably his best attribute.
An offensive powerhouse. He can just beat you in so many ways. Got to give it up for him. Much love.
Now here's McCollum. Davis sets a screen. The drive by Anthony.
Hard to believe this, but Carmelo feels as if he's been underrated as a superstar to this point in his career. And I'm sure there are a lot of conflicting opinions on that topic.
He's off on the first. Carmelo Anthony, the 3rd pick overall in the 2003 NBA draft, was in some pretty good company at the top of that one, as I recall.
I mean, you had LeBron going 1, and of course, Darko Milicic was number 2 on that list. But how about D-Wade at 4? A little bit of a surprise, Chris Bosh. You know, all those guys, with the exception of Melo, have rings.
Gobert, the screen. Conley, the pass to Mitchell. Back to Conley. 3-pointer. Kicks it out to Gay. Rebounded by McCollum.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Pass to Nurkic. He feeds it to McCollum. Gay against Anthony. Buries the jump shot. Anthony's got 5 now.
And back to Melo's top 5 draft mates in 2003, all having rings. You can't choose the team you play for as a rookie. Melo simply hasn't been surrounded by that much talent. That's why it was somewhat surprising that he re-signed with the rebuilding Knicks team last season.
And a first time out of the game called for Utah.
Hey guys, talking about Melo, I mean, he's faced some difficult injuries here of late. That puts all the more pressure on him to win a ring as soon as possible. No way does he want to retire without that chance.
The Jazz making a switch here. Bogdanovich is checked in, and Portland with a change here too. Powell, he's checked in for C.J. McCollum. Here's Mitchell. He had 10 points in the win against the Pacers in Indianapolis.
Yeah, but he was the ultimate two-way player. Defensively, also doing a great job. A couple blocks in that game as well.
It's stolen by Davis. And here we go, Anthony heading to the hoop. That's in there. Davis with the assist. And that's now 7 points for Carmelo Anthony. Utah trailing here. Conley kicks to Favors. Dishes it to Mitchell. Favors with the screen. The Jazz working the ball around now. Bogdanovich, no luck. Portland's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Kicks it out to Lillard. Beyond the arc. Derek Favors with the rebound. Favors has got 4 rebounds in this game.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
And the trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well, Greg.
Here's Mitchell. Lock at 6. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. And here's Conley outside. No good. And it's Portland the other way. This is their first chance to take a look at the Jazz this season.
And although they were the better team last year by overall record, this was a competitive matchup for them.
Guys, they split the season series, and there's always randomness to this game. The unpredictability of it. You win some, you lose some, but they certainly want to impose their talent level tonight.
He's just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Here's Powell. He's coming off a 28-point game against the Timberwolves in Minneapolis.
Yeah, and talk about his scoring. I mean, Kevin, with the defense trying to pressure him, he did a good job of getting them to overcommit and getting himself to the line.
Utah has gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Here's Mitchell. Outside Favors. Gobert the screen. Bogdanovich dishes to Conley. They get it again. Gobert. That's it. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Just lazy defense on the glass there.
Well, nobody boxed out. Nobody put a body on anybody else. Things like that not only drive the coach crazy, that stuff gets under my skin.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland.
And for the past few seasons, Portland's bench has really been their Achilles heel. I mean, last year they showed some improvement. The reserves play stole a game for them on more than one occasion, but still wouldn't be considered a strength.
And the Jazz with some changes. Lyles checked in for Gobert, and it's Jordan Clarkson in for Mike Conley. Portland also making some changes. Myers Leonard, he's checked in for Nurkic, and Robert Covington subbed in for Davis. Now here's Anthony. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Minnesota.
And don't forget about his work on the glass. I mean, he contributed in a number of ways.
Lillard finally gets one to fall. He's now 1 for 5 with his first make.
And after missing 4 straight, he finally gets one to go.
Clarkson kicks to Mitchell. Favors with the screen. Mitchell passes to Favors. Can't capitalize on the good screen.
You know, a team's rebounding is one of the great methods.
Look at that jam! I mean, just beautiful. Putting on a show for these people.
I cannot believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Are you kidding me?
I'll tell you what, Mama always said, if you got it, flaunt it.
Let it fly. Let it fly.
Mama said that, huh? Now Lillard. Now the dish to Powell. Leonard against Favors. Here's Powell. Back to Leonard. 17-foot shot on the way. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night. Utah leading. All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
A short time ago, Quinn Snyder and I were able to chat. This is their first matchup of the season against this squad, and he knows the shot blocking in the middle will certainly be an obstacle. But he said, quote, "We've got to remain aggressive and continue to attack." Guys, he said that putting their bigs in high pick and rolls and shooting the open jumper with confidence will be key. We'll see how they do.
Terrific, Doris. Thanks. They put a lot of thought into how they're going to match up against the opposing defense, guys.
And so they should, because that's what it's going to take. This is such a tough beat to break down. They're going to have to play a smart game offensively.
Well, there's no denying that. I mean, you're not going to get by on skill alone. I mean, you've got to have the strategy and the skill working together.
And so here's Portland following the three-pointer by Utah. Covington with the bucket.
Only took them a few seconds to answer the 3-ball with one of their own.
Greg, we've got a 3-point battle taking shape here.
Feeds it to Bogdanovich. He dishes it to Mitchell. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
I mean, he makes plays like that in his sleep. The game is just far too easy.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Lillard can't drop the tough three-pointer.
And another miss. Oof. He's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Here's Mitchell. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
The Jazz shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. He doesn't get the second one. Anthony left side. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got 3 assists in the game. Mitchell. The shot is off. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Jazz lead by 2. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. And some tough times for the Knicks, but you listen to Carmelo Anthony, it's clear he's invested in this franchise. Knicks fans rooting for Carmelo to help make New York a playoff venue once again.
And you know what? It's going to take a lot more than Carmelo playing strong to get the Knicks back into the playoffs and to make them a destination to where NBA stars want to come.
And we got a close game here as we get back to the second quarter. And guys, what's your take on Utah so far?
It's been a point of emphasis, no doubt, to make sure they attack the rim offensively.
I love the fact they're not settling for outside shots. Keep attacking that rack.
Clarkson is out there with Conley. Then there's Rudy Gay, and it's Rudy Gobert, and it's Bogdanovich in at the 3 spot. That's the group for Utah getting going here in the second. And he gets the bucket. Conley's got the first basket of the second quarter for Utah.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Here's Powell. And it's Rudy Gay with the rebound.
And guys, you see how Rudy Gay just exploded last season in the second half. I mean, I think he felt at ease in George Karl's system. And I think that's one reason why you're starting to see just how good Rudy Gay can be. And we always talk about making your teammates better. That assist was right on target.
Conley dishes to Clarkson. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Clarkson's got himself on the board with 3 there.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
For a long time, critics have gotten on Gay for his lack of efficiency, but he quieted some of those voices, Clark, last year with his play and stats.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, across the board, he made nice improvements, not only in his scoring, but also his ability to create shots for others.
Clarkson gets to Conley. Gay sets the pick for Conley. And Davis sends it back. And they get it back. Here's Clarkson. The 18-footer is right on the mark. Clarkson's got 5 now.
The mid-range jumper is a high percentage shot for him, and when he's got that much room, forget about it.
McCollum kicks to Davis. To the middle. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. Michael Conley picks one up.
Well, Portland had another strong season against the rest of the West. Ended up with a record of 31-21 in the conference, and that was good enough to earn them the 4th spot in the West.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Jazz.
Boy, the 3-point shot has really been dropping for him early on.
And it doesn't look like they'll be giving up on any plays tonight either. Their offensive rebounding has also been equally as impressive.
Throw good, Mccullum. Portland did end up 4th in the West, as you said, Greg. You're talking about that. And Their 31-21 in-conference record was the exact same as it was at the end, Clark, of the 2014 season.
Well, actually, Portland won more games in 2014 than they did last season. Ended up 4th in the conference, mostly because of how they won their division.
Jazz leading by 3. And it's Conley penetrating. The shot is off.
And it's just one of those days, guys. He has just struggled to shoot the basketball.
Davis kicks to Powell. The pass to Keenan. Gobert with the block. Here's Hood. He kicks it to Gobert. Gobert with a screen for Conley. Again, Conley missing.
Not a bad look for him on that shot, but it just doesn't seem to be his night tonight.
McCollum kicks to Covington. Davis, the pass to Covington. Portland moving the ball around. Stolen by Michael Conley. And now here comes Conley leading the break. Gay sets the pick for Conley. Gay left side. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Gay's got 5 points so far.
Michael Conley with excellent vision on that pass.
Now here's McCullum, over by Conley. McCullum dishes to Powell. It's Davis on the wing. Off the left rim and out. Jazz leading by 5. Conley into the lane. And there's the feed to Burke. Here's Hood. He's guarded by McCollum. To the inside. Lets it go from 11. Gay can't hit. Trailblazers have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. McCollum kicks to Covington. There's the triple. That's good. 3. Covington's got his second basket of the game.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it.
All right, a chance to check out numbers for Burke. Some last season stats for him. Put up about 13 points per, 4 assists and 2 rebounds. And you look at those numbers, not bad, but guys, I think he can do better, and he knows it.
And he has high expectations for himself as well, guys, but he just hasn't delivered fully on his potential yet.
Now here's Kaman. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Can't hit the turnaround jumper.
Yeah, good tough D there to get a hand up and force that miss.
That's example number 1 of why he is such a strong defensive player and why he has such a great defensive reputation.
Conley kicks to Gay. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
And guys, as many rookies do, Rodney Hood hit some major bumps in the road last season. I mean, he came in with the reputation of having an NBA-ready jumper, yet only hit 41% of his shots. He had that foot injury that kept him out for a string of games. However, it really all came together for him in April, the last month of the season.
The first one falls. And getting back to Hood over the last 7 outings of the season, he put up 20-plus points a game. He also, Clark, raised his shooting percentage to 45% from the field, 91% from the free throw line. Pretty impressive numbers.
Well, he was drafted to be a scorer, Kevin, and you're right, very impressive. If he can do that consistently, that'll be nice value for the 23rd pick.
And so Gay nails both of them. Trailblazers trail by 4. Out to the wing. Nurkic against Gobert. The jump hook, and Nurkic finishes inside. For Utah, they've gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. Hood, the pass to Gay. And he gets the shot to fall after coming off the pick. Gay's got his 3rd basket of the night.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought without any individual agendas.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up. The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening.
It really is, Clark. The defenders need to do a better job of closing those lanes to the hoop.
Now here's Gay. He had 25 points in the win against Indiana.
Yeah, but I also thought the rebounding was impressive. He got some huge boards in that game.
Portland with the ball, following the shot by Rudy Gay. Screen by Nurkic. The three from McCollum. And the foul on Chris Kaman. And that'll be his third foul so far. And the shot is good.
Fellas, in this quarter, he's improved on what was already a very good performance in period number one.
Lyles checked in for Utah. Mitchell comes in for Mccullum. Portland also making some changes. Myers Leonard, he's checked in for Kaman. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. And Lillard subbed in for Powell. Utah calls timeout. Utah was so tough near the end of last season, Greg. They weren't going to make the playoffs, but they did give other teams some trouble.
That's a great point. And how about going 19-10 after the All-Star break? Another team that would have been in the playoffs if they were in the East.
So it's the Jazz now. After this one, they're off to Denver to take on the Nuggets. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. Burke kicks to Gay. Oh, yes, the turnaround. Gay's got 8 points in the quarter.
And, you know, for the Jazz, you mentioned their post-All-Star break surge. I mean, that 19-10 record they had after the break was good enough for 6th best in the league.
Anthony dishes to McCollum. Off target from outside. Utah has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Out to the wing. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And really, the Jazz were a team nobody wanted to play after the break. They were over 500 against the rest of the West and had some big wins over playoff teams in the process.
The first free throw is good.
Portland ended up winning the Northwest Division last season, guys. The rest of the division wasn't at their best, but nevertheless, I think Portland was really happy to walk away with that division title.
Derek Favors checked in for Hood. And Mitchell drops them both. And for the Blazers last year, that division win would be their first in the Northwest. They had won divisions before. But Greg, kind of surprisingly, not since the Northwest came about in 2004.
Yeah, it's a great point, but doesn't matter how ugly the rest of the division was. A division win is still just that. Portland might have been the only team from the Northwest to make the postseason, but they earned the division title by winning the games they needed.
Offensive rebound. Nurkic can't hit.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Favors sets the bid for Burke. Kicks to Gay. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
A lot of NBA teams have been outright buying developmental league teams. I mean, the Jazz did that last season. They purchased the Idaho Stampede last March, and we see more and more of that happening. One-on-one affiliations between D-League teams and NBA teams.
Shooting 2. Shooting 2.
And free throw good from Gay. Well, last year the Jazz acquired the Stampede from the D-League. It makes sense. They'll have a designated place now to develop, Greg, all their young talent.
And Kevin, it's really a key for the Jazz to have those extra minutes available for all those young talents to get an opportunity to get confidence, but also to learn your system. I think more and more NBA teams will follow this route of buying D-League teams.
Utah leading by 4. Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by McCullum. Favors with the rebound. Favors got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Pass to Mitchell. He feeds it to Favors. Uses both hands to slam it down.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
Lillard, the pass to McCullum. Screen by Nurkic. McCullum kicks to Anthony. Passes it to McCullum. Five on the clock. Lillard outside. To stop the drought. From beyond the arc and then some. Lillard's got 5 now.
I'm not sure who was supposed to pick him up, but somebody's going to get an earful from the coach for leaving him that wide open.
Mitchell dishes to Burke. Favors with the screen. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall. Well, I'd have to say Lillard is one of the game's best passers right now.
Now, here's Burke. T right on him. Gay against Anthony. That's good. 14 points for Gay.
I don't think they can ask much more of him than what he's done this quarter.
Utah had a great home court advantage last year here. This crowd knows how to get into an opponent's head.
And Kevin, that they do. It's a big part of why the Jazz were able to eke out over 500 last season at home. Ended up 21-20 by winning 4 of their last 5 home games.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Bogdanovich comes in for Rudy Gay. And it's Jordan Clarkson in for Burke. And Lillard kicks to McCollum. Utah with the rebound. Miles got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
And you know, with Utah's play at home, they played in a very jazzy way. No pun intended. And by that I mean grinding it out. They were really strong on the glass because they were second in the league in rebounding differential at home.
And Utah being so good at home is one reason why they've been so competitive for the majority of their seasons. After last year, they became the only team not to lose 60 games in a season.
And he makes the first.
Well, some really terrific numbers for Silk. He has 15 points, and he's managed to get 4 of his points by way of the free throw line.
And Clark, that might not make the highlight reel, but those are important points nonetheless.
And Mitchell drops them both.
He's always been extremely reliable at the line, and today's been no different.
Trailblazers trail by 4. Lillard with it. 5 points in the game. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
How about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
Yeah, we call that playing through the whistle. You know, he didn't give up on it when he heard the whistle. He kept his focus, his concentration, and he found a way to get the shot up and down.
That free throw good from Lillard. Damien Lillard is a 2-time All-Star. He just keeps getting better and better, and I love his demeanor on the floor. He seems a lot older than he really is.
Yeah, he's got an old head, and he's got a very even-keeled disposition about him, which serves him well. He almost missed the All-Star game last season and was an injury replacement.
Nobody near Nurkic. And that misses. That would have put him up. The Jazz have gone 8 of 16 from the field in the second quarter, a nice efficient 50%. Clarkson with the ball. Now Anthony defending. Another miss by Utah. Portland's gone 4 of 6 from long range in the second quarter. Solid shooting. Lillard, the pass to McCullum. Now here's Nurkic. He's covered by Clarkson. Nurkic dishes to McCollum. This one for 3. can't hit. Now the Jazz take it the other way. Taken away by Anthony. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. Can't get it to fall. Utah leading. There's the screen. Pass to Mitchell. Fires for three. That's good. Mitchell's got 7 points for the quarter.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They got to get more intense.
From deep. It's hauled in by Lyle.
And sometimes we all just want to show people that we have the range.
Yeah, you speaking from experience? We already know how good his range is. He shouldn't be firing from that deep. Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You've got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
Here's Mitchell. From 12 feet out. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Mitchell's got the lead up to 6 now for the Jazz.
Wow, risky shot there size-wise, but the incredible skill that he possesses allows that one to go.
Well, the quick high release negated any height disadvantage he had right there.
And so that brings the first half to a close. Utah out in front. They're up by 6. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Well, Rudy, some fine defensive work from this team in the first half, and this is the type of play that became a hallmark of the team going back to last year, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's the way we played last season. Our defense was our staple, and that's all we have to do. We have to go out here and play defense every night, and this is a good start for us.
Good things happen when you guard hard on the defensive end, Rudy. Thanks for the time. Gentlemen?
Thanks so much, Doris, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back in there for the start of the third quarter after this break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Ernie Johnson along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Utah found themselves in a close game in the first. The biggest lead for them during the period was 6. And Kenny, what'd you see out there from the Jazz?
Well, one place they had the edge was on the offensive boards. They converted those extra possessions into points. Nothing is more demoralizing to a defense than forcing a miss and then giving up a second attempt. The offensive glass is going to pay big dividends for them.
Shaq, how do you think Portland played?
They're getting out-rebounded by a Shaq-sized margin, really big. From the get-go, they did not show enough effort. Usually when you're being out-rebounded like that, you're 10, 15 points behind, so things could definitely be worse.
And now, folks, it's just about time for the third quarter to begin. We will see you after the final buzzer.